Hello, I thought I'd tell you shorts and the cat's got a bum in my face. Thank you. You're not helping. You're not helping me. Thank you, Athena. Anyway, as I was trying to say, I have a short story to tell. My grandma used to live in a, we believe was a haunted house. What I experienced myself personally was, oh well, Sunday mornings you'd wake up about 9 o'clock in the morning, sometimes a bit earlier, usually about 9 o'clock I think it was, and you'd smell somebody cooking and bacon and eggs. You know the smell of bacon and eggs when it's cooking? It's quite distinctive. So I'd get up, run downstairs, thinking, oh, I'm gonna miss out, and nobody'd be cooking anything. There'd be nobody down there. Everybody would be either in the other room or still in bed asleep. So that happened quite a lot of times. There was a ginnel opposite the front of her house. One night I'd been there. I don't know if I've told the story or not, but I'll tell it again if I have. I went out one night to go to the chippy. Yeah, I like food. Anyway, you might not be able to tell. Anyway, it was dark, but the moon was out and the stars were out, so there was a little bit of light. And I was walking up the ginnel, because there was no street lamps up it. I saw a little black cat. A bit like this little black cat, actually. Athena. But anyway, I went down to stroke it. And as I did, it had very green eyes, by the way, but I went down to stroke it, and as I did, my hand went through it, and it was like it dissolved, but its eyes stayed there, looking at me. So green. Strange as well. It wasn't scary, such a scary situation. It just it happened that quick. I didn't really have time to think about it. It was like, what was that? And anyway, when I got back, I told my grandma, and she said she'd seen the same thing, and my mum had seen the same thing as well. It reminded me of the Cheshire Cat or something like that. Have you seen the old Disney cartoon? The eyes stare and the mouth stares. Kitten! I'm talking on the thing. Kitten! Just a minute. Yeah, sorry about that. The eyes stared, just floating there, looking at me for quite a while. Well, I say quite a while, it seemed like quite a while at the time. It might have only been like a minute, really, but it felt like a long time. And then another story my mum told me about that house, which was my grandma's house. She was getting ready for school. A friend had come and called for her, and they were getting ready. I don't know what they were doing, but they were getting ready to go to school. And she said they noticed this old woman at the end of the ginnel that faced the front window of the house. The front of the house was there, and the window was like facing where the ginnel was. It was quite a long ginnel as well. It was maybe like, it was, how can I explain it? There's like maybe 6 houses, then there's a road. No, there isn't, I'm wrong, I'm thinking of the one at the back. There's like 9 or 10 houses, and this ginnel runs up the back of them, and the back gardens are there, or the backyards are there. Anyway, she said they noticed this woman, and she was looking down at the house, but they weren't paying much attention to her at first. And my mum said, this was when my mum was in school, so I don't know, secondary school I think she said. I don't know how old she was, but anyway, this woman, she said, seemed to be just walking down slowly, but staring like that, sort of, or something like that. I don't know. This is the way I was told anyway. And she got closer and closer to the house, and the woman, they started noticing her, and they were getting this feeling. It was an old woman with grey hair. That's more or less what I was told. And apparently she walked right up to the window, and she was stood outside the window staring in at them, at my mum and her friend. So they ran in the back room and told my grandma, and when they came back into the living room, nobody was there. My grandma looked outside, nobody was around. Thanks, Sakura. I didn't know the cats were going to be helping me. Anyway, I'm not sure what kind of videos I really want to be making. What do you think? So if anybody has any suggestions, then, leave it in the comment section. And I do plan on making some walking videos. I'm not saying they're going to be supernatural, but You never know, do you? What will happen? I don't know. I'm not really. This isn't really any kind of channel. It's just what I feel like uploading. But if anybody has any requests or ideas, let me know, and I will definitely. Thanks, Sakura. I needed to know that. I will definitely read the comments and think about what, if I can incorporate any of the ideas into the videos I'm making. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I know I was a bit of a quickie really, and most of my videos are, to be honest, but let me know what you think, and that'd be good. I think I have to feed the cats in a minute, that's what I think. Anyway, bye for now. I'm back again. I forgot something else happened in my grandma's house, happened to me, and I meant to mention it and completely forgot. One night, my grandma had gone away, and I was looking after a house for her, and one night I'd gone up to bed. The dog was there with me. Not that it really makes much difference, but she was. And I would just turn the light out, and I was going to sleep, and there was on the stairs, the middle step, if you stood on it, it went like that. So when I was in bed, I just closed my eyes, and I heard and I looked at the dog, and the dog looked a little bit worried as well. Her tail was in between her legs. So after a few minutes I went and looked, and there was nobody there. So I thought, that's maybe my imagination, but then why's the dog reacting to it? It was my imagination. So I turned the light back off, got back in bed, went to go back to sleep, and I heard So I got up, got the dog, put my coat on, put the lead on the dog, and took the dog for a walk. Yeah, that was a bit scary. I mean, this was in 2007, by the way, but it was one of them things. Wasn't expecting it, just happened. I mean, I knew that my grandma and my mum had told me that things had happened in the house to them, but nothing really very worrying had ever happened to me personally. I don't really find the smell of egg and bacon cooking to be particularly fear-inducing. So anyway, I never saw anything there, but that was enough. That was one of the last times I was there. And then after my grandma died, oh yeah, I forgot about this. After my grandma died, my mum sent me over. We'd emptied out the house, and my mum sent me to get something. And I went upstairs, and then I started getting this feeling that somebody was there. And it was very strong. Sometimes when somebody walks into a room, sometimes even if you don't hear them or see them, you can sense it. And I got this very definite feeling that there was somebody there, and they didn't want me to be there. And I don't know who it was. I think my mum always told me the woman who lived in the house before they moved in wasn't a nice person. And maybe she'd seen her. I don't know, because my mum died in 2014, so I can't ask her now. I wish I had thought to ask her, but I didn't. But yeah, and as I was moving through the house, getting the things, there was one or two things still there. As I was picking them up, I felt like I was being followed, and then eventually towards the end I felt like I was being chased. So in the end I just ran down the stairs and out of the house, grabbed everything, and just got out of there as quick as I could. I'd phoned a taxi. I didn't want to wait inside, but that's the only time. But like I said, I never actually saw anything. It was just a feeling more than anything. Anyway, I meant to put that in the other part of the video, so never mind. Anyway, if you've got any comments, let me know, and if you want to like this video, that'd be good too. And if you want, I don't see why you want to share it, but you can if you want. Okay, anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.